of men's wisdom.
But in
the demonstration of the Spirit and of power. So that your faith may not rest in the wisdom of men. But in the power of God. I cry, Apostle. And I say to God, I fear for my children. Because they don't have the same experience that I have. My children have not seen what I have seen. So when I go and preach, I try and bring them along. So that if God does something, they will see with their own eyes. So that they have a testimony. These young adults, these guys who are just getting married now, 3 years, 5 years ago, and all these youth, they know nothing about the power of God. They only hear about Apostle Maruf. Apostle Maruf. I don't know how many people have asked me, how was it then? We can continue talking about history as if when Apostle Maruf went, Jesus went with Apostle Maruf. I'm not despising. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What you are thinking is not what I'm saying. I am saying those who were with him, show us. Show us. Don't tell us stories. Show us. Show us. Show us. We can't be fighting and saying, it's me who was there, it's me who is supposed to be this. That's rubbish. Show us. I was with Baba. Baba told me this. I was Baba. Show us.
Show us.
Miracles grow faith. Miracles grow the church. The world is tired of talk without evidence. It's high time we produce some proof. It's high time we produce some proof. We can't have a quarter of the women in the church barren. In case you did not know, barrenness does not come from God. So whatever reason you give it and justification is false. God is a God of fruitfulness. Others are struggling to stop it using contraceptives and birth control. Because if they don't stop it, it will continue and continue. And you tell me that all these people, it is the will of God. So we have people who come to church who have diseases for 5, 10, 15 years. They believe God is teaching them a lesson. It is the devil who comes to steal, to kill and destroy. Jesus said, I came that you may have life and have it in abundance. Acts chapter 10 verse 38, how God anointed Jesus Christ with the Holy Spirit and with power. And he went about doing good, healing all those that were oppressed by the devil. It shows me that it is the devil who oppresses and it is Jesus who comes after and heals people. Not the other way around. I said not the other way around. I said not the other way around. Not the other way around. The preaching of the cross is foolishness to them that perish.
Isn't it we are talking about power? It is the power of God unto salvation. The gospel is the power of God. Paul says, I'm not ashamed of the gospel because it is the power of God. The gospel is the power of God. The gospel is the power of God. What the Holy Spirit does when He comes into people, they speak with other tongues. Number one, as a language for prayer. Number two, as evidence for infilling. But the Holy Spirit is not tongues. The Holy Spirit is power. Now when you speak in tongues, all those who speak in tongues, like what we have been taught throughout the day, when we have the Holy Spirit, you have got power. The days I got saved, if you could receive the Holy Spirit, the next thing you are asked to pray for the sick, because it's believed. Oh, because it is so that when you have received the Holy Spirit, now you can go and heal the sick. Because you are now anointed to do that. Because the Holy Spirit is not tongues. The Holy Spirit is power. Everybody who has the Holy Spirit has power. I started speaking in tongues in the night in a dream. I chased the witches in the night speaking in tongues. Tongues chased away witches. Some of you, where you come from, there are no witches. Just to speak in tongues, witches ran away. My mother woke me, called me in the morning and said, "Boy, thank you so much. We couldn't sleep. But when you started praying, you helped all of us." A boy 14 years old spoke in tongues, and the powers of darkness ran away. I was not taught. I just spoke in tongues. Real tongues. So after that, one day we were in the youth service. They said, raise your hands. I raised my hands like this, and my body became numb, as if I was a statue, because of the power. You see, when Jesus is there, you don't say, by faith is here, by faith is here. No. Our God is a power to be experienced. You can feel Him. You can feel Him. People say it's not about feelings. It's not about feelings, brother. Go and try and touch coal on a brass stand. Then you realize that it's a feeling. You hear people say it's not a feeling. It's not a feeling, brother. When the Spirit is upon you, you feel Him. You feel Him. That's why we have got manifestation. That's why we have people who shake. That's why we have people who cry. That's why we have people who fall and are slain under the power. Because you feel Him. Because He can be felt. You can feel the presence of God. You can feel the presence of demons. When we were growing up, we were taught when you are walking in a dangerous place, your hairs rise. Because you can feel the presence of devils. If you can feel the presence of demons, how much more the presence of God? And our God is a power to be experienced. He is a power to be experienced. He can be experienced. So Peter, after receiving the Holy Spirit, chapter 3, he went back to the same church and he saw the same person they were seeing known by everybody. Because people have got a tendency of giving humanitarian aid to people who need spiritual help. And the food parcels. If Adonis can stand up and he can start singing here, you see people coming with 100 rands for what? For what? You give him 100 rands for what? You tell me this man is an artisan. You tell me he can't give his child 100 rands. You think we are here for 100 rands for food? You think we are here for front seats? You think these people are here to sleep in B&Bs? Do you know the beds in their homes? So you think we are here to see you? 3 days, you think we so much useless that we don't have anything to do for 3 days? We don't come to Shiloh to play. We don't come to Shiloh to play. We don't come to Shiloh to play. These are our children, they want to see the power of God. They are tired of stories. They want to see the God of our work. They want to see the God of our work. I try and tell my children about Bumburu in 1994. Easter conference. The service that finished, that people went to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. Preached for a short few minutes. And the power of God hit the place. I talked with my wife. My wife said, I woke up 3 o'clock and I started removing grass from my... All of us, we share the same sentiments. I was there at Rufaro in 1991 Youth Conference, August. 1991 Youth Conference, August. When I saw chairs breaking under the power of God. So you come here and you tell me stories. And you want to give me a lullaby. Tell somebody who doesn't know. My Abunandava was dead. And we were told that no one would die at this farm. We must make it work. I said we must make it happen. We must make it happen. We must make it happen. When it's gathering time like this, people must travel 1,000 kilometers to take their mother or father who are sick to say there is a conference. People don't sell cars to go to Nigeria. People don't sell houses to go to Nigeria. It's not a power problem. It's not a power problem. It's not a power problem. No, it's not a power problem. Reinhard Bonnke said, if you go into the cities, you see there are power lines going across the cities, charged with power. But there are houses that don't have lights.
mara go na le dintlo tše di senang motlakase.
It's not a power problem.
A se bothata ba madi.
It's not a power problem.
A se bothata ba madi.
Some of you already are getting angry.
Ba bangwe ba setse ba thoma go kwata.
Some of you are getting offended with my preaching.
Ba bangwe ba ba kwata ke kerele.
You must get used.
Sonetse o tlwaele sengwe.
For what? You're defending this.
Le thibela sena.
Wait until your child gets sick to the point of death.
Emela mo ngwana o a lwala go fitlhela lehu.
That's why when you desire your assembly to be a healing center,
Ke mo go tlo beang assembly ya gore e be mo fodišetšang gone.
as long as you hear it from next door,
Ge fela o e kwa go
it will never get to you.
e ka se e fihlelle.
Until you start changing nappies of your own husband,
Go fitlhella o tšhentšha dinepisi tsa monna gago.
then you wish that you had joined others when they were fasting for the June prayer.
O tlo ipotša wa nagana gore ke kopane le batho ba ikonneng.
You know why Jesus healed?
Wa tseba lebaka le Jesu
Jesus never healed to prove his power.
ga a fodiša gore a bontšhe gore o na le maatla.
Jesus healed because he cared and he loved for the people.
O ba fodišega gore na ba rata.
He was coming into a city called Nain,
A fitlha toropong eo.
and there was young men who were carrying a coffin,
Go na le banna ba ba tshwereng coffin.
and they were coming out of the city.
Ba tswa ka gare toropo.
And Jesus was going.
Jesu Kriste a
This boy was the only son of a widow woman,
ne le motlhankana fela wa mosadi
and the
o.
mother was crying.